Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael J. Bunch and I'm an author working on my first novel. Today's video I want to share my journey and my decision to start writing. I'll also go over what this channel is going to be about and what you can expect from me in future videos. So a little bit about why I started writing and when I started writing. So it happened when I was about 5 years old is when I knew that I wanted to be a writer. That was the first thing I ever wanted to be. I can remember getting in trouble with the teacher and having to sit in the hallway, and I would write short stories. Most of the time they were just short stories about dragons and whatever kids were into back then. I also wrote comic books with my friends all through elementary school. We wrote comic books and we even sold them to the other kids. But those moments were the beginning of my lifelong love for storytelling and creativity. And as I grew older, my passion for writing grew. Like through high school, I wanted to become a writer even more in high school. I would spend my lunch hours and in between classes or after school, I'd be writing in the library. I wrote on my little flash drive. And through my junior year, I had written about 50,000 words. And that was the most I'd ever written. It was a big achievement for me, but eventually I put that manuscript down. I didn't think it was good. I didn't know much about editing. So, that manuscript is basically lost. I don't even know where it is anymore. But after high school, life took a bit of a different turn. I got busy with other responsibilities, college, work, other aspects of adult life. Everything seemed to take over and writing just kind of took a back seat. And for many years I didn't write at all, probably a good decade. And I kept telling myself that I would write when I retired. When I was done working, when I was 60 years old, I would start writing. There was no rush. It just seemed like something in the distance, like a distant dream. And so deep down I knew writing was my calling. It's the first thing that I ever wanted to do. And then something changed when I turned 30, which was last year. I came across Brandon Sanderson's YouTube videos, and I just watched all of them. I binge watched all of his videos, and they really sparked a fire in me and inspired me. And his insights and advice were like nothing I'd ever heard before for writing. It made me realize that there's no better time to start writing than right now. And while life is arguably more difficult now with full-time work, I work in the IT field, so it's constant learning. I'm also in university right now, going for my bachelor's. I have my associates, but I'm finishing up my bachelor's now. I have 2 young children, and it's still, even though I'm more busy, it still feels like a better time to start than when I was younger. And I'm very determined now to pursue my dream. And I just don't think waiting is an option anymore. And yeah, so how I started by setting aside dedicated writing time. And I created a plan for writing the novel. I laid it all out. I did, I spent a few months coming up with ideas for what I wanted to do, and then I plotted it out as best that I could. I think I could have done better at plotting, as I've had to plot multiple times throughout the writing process and just go back to it and back to it. But, it'll get better and smoother on the next go around. But yeah, I'll go over my writing process and my schedule and my routine in future videos. But for now, let's just say I think it requires a lot of discipline and commitment. I didn't know how much discipline it took to write a book. Balancing job, family responsibilities, writing, it's been a challenge, but it's been a lot of fun, you know. So what I did, I set small, achievable goals for myself, and slowly and surely I make progress, and it seems to have been working. So I am about 80% of the way through my novel right now. I'm at almost 85,000 words on the first draft. It's been very challenging and incredibly rewarding. I've learned a lot about writing. I've discovered a lot about myself in the process. It's one of the biggest lessons I've learned is about the consistency, for sure. The consistency. It's not always easy to sit down, especially after a long day of work or other life duties. But making writing a habit has been crucial to the process. I've learned the importance of planning and outlining, for sure. Without a clear roadmap, it's easy to get lost and lose sight of your story's direction. And as I continue to work on my first novel, I'm excited about the future. I plan to finish the first draft, go through multiple rounds of editing, and then eventually publish. I'm very excited to experience the editing as well. I've never really edited before, so I'm looking forward to, experiencing that, refining the story, making it better, and just growing as a writer. And as for this YouTube channel, it is my hope that I can share my experiences and whatever I learn along the way. I want this channel to be a place where aspiring writers can find inspiration, advice, support, whatever they need. I plan to share my writing tips, my struggles, my triumphs, and everything I've learned about the writing process. I'll also be doing some book reviews, discussions, going over writing tools, resources, doing some live writing sessions maybe. My goal is to create a community of writers who can learn from each other and grow. So thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope that by sharing my story I can inspire others who have a passion for writing too. If you're an aspiring writer, remember that it's never too late to start. Keep writing, keep learning, and never give up on your goals. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about your own writing journey and any tips or advice you have for fellow writers. Until next time, happy writing.